by internal resources. Any new resources company generated organically, which means they made money, they distributed some of it to the shareholders, and they kept the rest. So IGR is going to be A over 1 minus A. A is defined as ROA times retention ratio. One minus uh, dividend payout ratio, where the DPR, let's make sure that we use that abbreviation. How much of the net income you are indeed distributing. For NVIDIA, let's see what dividends were. And you find out NVIDIA's under statement of cash flows. NVIDIA doesn't pay too much dividend, but it's about 395 million. Hence, DPR, it's only about 1.3%. That means, and let's call that RR, that's 98.67. So for every dollar of income NVIDIA gets, they keep it in the company, 98.6 cents. Since A is going to be ROA times RR, and that ROA was 0.4528. So maximum growth NVIDIA can achieve using internal resources only. That's a big caveat. That doesn't mean NVIDIA is going to grow by that amount. It is the maximum growth they can achieve is about 81%. Okay. Now, other growth rates we're going to talk about is sustainable growth rate, or SGR, and I'm going to define this as B divided by 1 minus B, where B is, you probably guessed, ROE times retention ratio. And the interpretation is max growth achievable using internal and external resources, provided debt equity ratio remains constant, and assuming ROE will be the same. In internal growth rate, I said you could only use internally generated resources. Now I'm saying you can add new equity and or you could add new debt as long as you keep debt equity ratio the same. So leverage of the company doesn't change. So what was the, come on, for some reason this froze. ROE was 6904. And SGR is, that's 213%. In fact, if you look at growth estimates of NVIDIA for next year, it's a pretty high number. That doesn't mean NVIDIA is going to grow by that amount next year. It is the maximum growth rate achievable. On Wednesday, we're going to do price. Oh, we're going to do Jeopardy on chapter 2. Next Monday, we're going to complete financial ratios by covering price multiples, but we will also do some problems. Again, I'm going to post little short videos. So before you come to class next Monday, it would be nice if you had watched them. Wednesday morning, I'm going to send you guys an email. I'm going to randomly select which groups are going to be competing. Two groups will sit on the first two rows there, two groups there. Basically, I want the groups to sit all the way from the wall. That way, you guys are all together. Rest of you can sit anywhere you like. I posted, I think I did. Let me make sure I did. Just a second. Yeah, I posted the example of what I've done last year. The questions are going to be similar but different, but you can kind of see what sort of stuff they have in mind. And if you have any issues with your groups, let me know. You shouldn't. You guys looked at the homework assignment yet? I mean, you have some time, but you gotta kind of start thinking about it. In fact, it would be also a good prep for the Jeopardy. Let me stop this recording. Yes.